recording. All right, so these are the structures that I want you to learn today. Structure number 1 is must plus have plus past participle. Yeah, structure number 1. Must have past participle. And when do we use must, have, and past participle? We use it for things we believe. For things we believe are logically happened. For things we believe that logically happened. Yeah, things we believe that logically happened in the past. Yeah, logically happened in the past. So, for example, imagine that I say the Amazon. Wow, that's an uncharted territory. That's very difficult. So they went on a journey into the Amazon. It must have been a long journey. Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, it must have been a hard. Yeah, journey. It must have been her journey. Again, here I have must have been. Must have, and then past participle. In Spanish, I would say debe haber sido. Yeah, it must have been a her journey. I believe this is logical. Yeah, must have been a very long and hard journey. How would you say in English? Oh, deben de haber sufrido muchísimo.
They must have suffered a lot.
Yeah, a lot, or lots, yeah, or tons, yeah. They must have suffered lots. Again, must have, and then past participle, yeah. We believe this is something that logically happened. It's logical. It's the Amazon, yeah. It's the Amazon. That's an uncharted territory. So they must have suffered a lot. It must have been a hard journey, yeah. Must have, past participle. Must have, past participle. Notice the pronunciation, yeah. Must have. When you speak, yeah, a British person says something like this. Must have, yeah. Must have. This is the pronunciation, yeah. Must have been, yeah. Must have. That's the pronunciation. So far, so good. May I?
You may.
Thank you. Here we go. The next structure that I want to introduce to you is the following one. Okay, the structure is could, might, may. Yeah, could, might, may. Could, might, may. Could, might, may. Then have, and then past participle, the same as before. Yeah, could, might, may. Could, might, may. And when do we use could, might, may plus have and past participle? For things we think possibly happen. For things we think, yeah. For things we think possibly happened. Possibly happened, again, in the past. We're talking about past stories, yeah? Possibly happened. So, for instance, let's talk about this guy, Fawcett, his name, Percy Fawcett. They went into the Amazon, and there's a possibility that they were killed by a tribe, yeah? So, how could you use the structure? You could say they... one of these, could, might, or may, yeah? Let's say may. And then have, and then the past participle. In this case, killed. They may have been, sorry, yeah. They may have been killed. Or if you talk about the tribe, okay, you could use both, yeah? You could say kill them. They may have killed them. In this case, they refers To the tribe or to the explorers?
Tribe.
To the tribe. And this then refers to the explorers. Yeah. If you start with the explorers may have, what would you say, killed or been killed. Yeah. In any case, look at what we have. We have may, we have, and then we have a past participle. Yeah. They may have killed them. Explorers may have been killed. Yeah. Okay. Fawcett, yeah, or Percy. Percy puede que hubiera encontrado la ciudad prohibida. How would you say that using this structure? Okay, let's use might this time. Might have found. Yeah, might have found. Percy might have found the lost city. In this case, the speaker or the writer believes it's something that possibly happened. He's not 100% sure, but he's not denying it either. He thinks it's something that possibly happened. So when something possibly happened in the past, you can express it this way, yeah? May or might or could, yeah? Then have, and then past participle, yeah? These are the elements that we have. So far, so good? Okay, now there is another option, which is adding the word well. Imagine that I add an extra word here. Well. Well. Have well, let's say. Have well. Imagine that here I add well. They may have well. Here, I add the word well. They may have well killed them. They may have well killed them. The explorers may have well. The explorers may have well been killed. The explorers may have well been killed. Or imagine here, instead of Percy might have found a big city, you could say Percy might well have found. You can also add the well here. Yeah, you can also add the well here. Well, might well. Percy might well have found the lost city. Yeah, there are possibilities for well. I think the best possibility, is after. Yeah, may well have been killed. Yeah, here it also works. Yeah, it also works here. But I think the best place, the best place to put it is after the modal verb. They may well have been killed. Yeah, it sounds better like this. Sounds much better. Yeah, little correction. They may well have been killed. Yeah, the explorers may well have been killed, or the tribe may well have killed them. Percy might well have found the lost city. What is the effect of this well?
Probability or
Would you say it's more likely or less likely?
more likely.
More likely. So we use well, yeah? We use could, might, may, well, yeah? Could, might, may, well, plus have, plus participle, for things that we think or we believe likely happened. Yeah? Likely happened. Likely happened. Can you give me a synonym for likely? More probably. Yeah? More probably. Yeah? Likely happened. Probably happened. Yeah? Probably happened. Likely happened. Probably happened. So if you add this well, you add more possibility, more probability. So far so good? Okay. Yet there is another way to express it. May I erase this? Okay. There is another structure which is can't and couldn't. Yeah? Can't and couldn't. For things we think, for things that we think, or to say, let's rephrase it. I would say to say, yeah, to say something was not logically possible, yeah. To say that something was not logically possible, not logically possible. So imagine that I don't believe that they were killed by a tribe. I don't believe it. No way. Yeah? No way, I don't believe it. No pueden haber sido matados por una tribu. What would you say? They can't have been killed. They can't have been killed by a tribe. I don't believe it. Yeah? No way. We need a little bit of context. Yeah? If you have some extra context, no way. They can't have been killed by a tribe. I don't believe it. Again, can't, have, and then past participle. Yeah? Another sentence. Percy no pudo haber encontrado la ciudad. I don't believe it. Let's use it with couldn't. Couldn't have found. Yeah? Percy, no. He couldn't have found the lost city. The lost city. That was impossible. Yeah? That was impossible. I don't believe it. That was impossible. So we need a little bit more of context. Yeah? If the speaker says something like, no, that was impossible. Peter couldn't have found, or Percy couldn't have found the lost city. I don't believe that. Couldn't have found. So remember, yeah, can't or couldn't, then have, and then past participle. So far, so good? May I? Yep. Here we go. It's been recorded. Okay, another structure that I want you to know is the following one. There is plus a, n, the, the articles, a, n, the, and then an adjective, and then a noun, and then the rest of the sentence that can be using that, yeah, that. So when do we use this structure? We use this structure to speculate. To speculate. Let me give you an example. There is again, there is, and then a. Then we need an adjective here. We have a series of possibilities, different adjectives. Then we need a noun here. We have a different set of possibilities. And then that. Let's say that they were killed. That they were killed. That they were killed. You can use many adjectives. For example, there is a fair possibility. There is a fair possibility that they were killed. Again, fair adjective, possibility noun. There is a fair possibility. There is a high possibility that they were killed. There is a remote possibility that they were killed. There is a slim possibility that they were killed. There is a slight possibility that they were killed. So different adjectives in order to express different degrees of possibility. Possibility. Can you give me a synonym for possibility in English?
Likely.
No. Possibility, which is a noun. Chance. So I'll give you this too. There is a fair possibility, a fair chance. Which ones would you say are positive or a negative? Fair possibility, good or bad possibility? Probable, likely or not likely? That's likely. High?
Likely.
Likely. Remote?
Not likely.
Not likely. Slim?
Not likely.
Not very likely. Slight? Not very likely. Yeah? So far so good? May I? Just one more piece of explanation. Yeah, fair possibility, high possibility, remote, slight possibility. So we can use this to speculate. Okay, and the last structure that I want you to learn today is the following one. It is, yeah? It is, after that, an adverb. After that, an adjective. Then that. And then the rest of the sentence. Again, we use this to speculate. To speculate. And let me give you an example. We start with it is. Yeah? It is. Then we need an adverb. To speculate. Then we need an adjective. To speculate. And then that. Again, we can use the same sentence. That they were killed by a tribe. That they were killed by a tribe. So, adverbs. I'll give you one. Quite. Adjectives. I would say possible. Yeah, possible. It's quite possible. Yeah, it's quite possible that they were killed by a tribe. It is, then quite, which is an adverb, and then possible, which is an adjective. It is quite possible. Okay, it is very possible. It is extremely possible. It is highly possible. It is reasonably possible, if you want to be more careful. It is somewhat. It is somewhat possible that they were killed by a tribe. A synonym for possible? Likely. Very good. It is very likely. Yeah, it is very likely that they were killed by a tribe. And again, what is the use of this? This structure is used to speculate. Yeah, to speculate. And this is the end of the grammatical explanation for today. So far, so good? Any questions? May I erase that? Okay, let's do a little bit of practice.